What's going on, Read My Lips people? So, apparently, the Democrats are going to try to move full speed ahead with impeachment inquiries for Donald Trump. And I never thought trying to impeach Trump was a good idea for various reasons. I have a clip here of Nancy Pelosi making the announcement. We're going to hear that, and we're going to come back.
Good afternoon. Last Tuesday, we observed the anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution on September 17th. Sadly, on that day, the Intelligence Community Inspector General formally notified the Congress that the administration was forbidding him from turning over a whistleblower complaint on Constitution Day. This is a violation of law. Shortly thereafter, press reports began to break of a phone call by the President of the United States calling upon a foreign power to intervene in his election. This is a breach of his constitutional responsibilities. The facts are these. The Intelligence Community Inspector General, who was appointed by President Trump, determined that the complaint is both of urgent concern and credible. And its disclosure, he went on to say, relates to one of the most significant and important of the Director of National Intelligence's responsibility to the American people. On Thursday, the Inspector General testified before the House Intelligence Committee stating that the acting Director of National Intelligence blocked him from disclosing the whistleblower complaint. This is a violation of law. The law is unequivocal. The DNI staff, it says the DNI, Director of National Intelligence, shall provide Congress the full whistleblower complaint.
Okay, so let's talk about the facts and the actuality of these things happening. So first and foremost, Trump's always been doing corrupt shit since he's been in office, right? But the things they tried to get him on when they first were dropping the inkling of wanting to do an impeachment was the Russia scenario, the whole Russia situation, which the Dems beat home to death. Rachel Maddow made that the staple of her fucking show. And even till this day, the Dems still try to mention Russia. And, I mean, quite frankly, it was ridiculous. The Dems don't care about the sanctity of this democratic vote and getting people in there fairly, because they screwed Bernie. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just be honest. They cheated themselves. So when they feel like Donald Trump cheated with Russia, they're like, oh, my good sir, guffaw. Like, no, you guys are just as corrupt too, and you've got your head up your ass as well. So they tried the whole Russia shit. That flopped. And now they want to impeach Trump because, get this, stay with me now. Joe Biden was exposed for being corrupt. So, yes, Trump did ask Ukraine for dirt on Joe Biden and obtained said dirt. So nobody's talking about, or the Democrats are like, shh, ain't nothing to see here, what are you talking about? How dare you get that information the way you did? They're more upset about how Trump got the information on Biden than the actual information obtained about Biden. What you're making yourselves look like bipartisan hacks. You look and sound ridiculous. So now, since Trump did the actions that he did to obtain this information about handsy corrupt Joe Biden, they want to move forward with impeachment. You know what? We got to impeach him. Even though Hillary Clinton did the same shit when she wanted to obtain information on Donald Trump. The same shit. And at that time, nobody was like, well, Hillary, you shouldn't have got the information that way. This is horrible. Nope. They were like, oh, look here at this information on Donald Trump. Let's look at this information on Donald Trump. And completely ignored how she obtained the information on Donald Trump. Be consistent. And one thing the Dems do not have in their side is consistency. And look, the average citizen, the average American, they let themselves be ruled by their emotions quite often. Meaning they will also ignore the facts and ignore the intricacies of what's going on and just feed into their emotions of, I hate Donald Trump and I'm on board to do anything that opposes Donald Trump. So they'll ignore the Joe Biden fiasco. They'll ignore the Joe Biden corruption, and they will stick on and be focused on how Trump obtained that information. Right? Now, if they were equally beating on both these issues, how Trump got it and the issue with Joe Biden and this corruption, that's one thing. But they're not even trying to talk about the Joe Biden shit. They're just trying to be like, oh, how dare you get that information the way you did, and we're going to impeach you. Next, Trump is not going to be impeached. Anybody, if anybody that's not knee deep into politics and you've stumbled across this video, right, I'm letting you know now, Donald Trump will not be impeached. If you're one of those anybody but Trump, never Trump, you hate Trump, impeach Trump, it's not gonna happen. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your time. If you want to get rid of Donald Trump, then vote correctly. Vote correctly in this upcoming election. That's how you get rid of Donald Trump. You're not going to be able to impeach him. It's not happening. You're living in a fairy tale. You're living in a fantasy, right? I understand you don't like Donald Trump, and you have good reason not to, but he's not going to be impeached. Use your head, okay? So Trump isn't going to be impeached. But let's say your fairy tale turned into reality and Donald Trump got impeached. You'd have fucking Mike Pence, the devil incarnate, right? He's Trump, but without the mean tweets. And he's more competent than Trump. He is a Republican on ultra instinct, okay? You're not making your lives any better by impeaching Trump. If anything, it's probably going to get a lot worse. Pence is going to be worse than Donald Trump. So, checkmate? Is that what you're trying to get? Checkmate? Because, once again, you'd be doing something not in your own best interest. So for all those never Trumpers, and I get it, I'm not a Trump supporter. I support Bernie Sanders. That's why I want to become the next POTUS or an Andrew Yang. But all those never Trumpers, this is not a victory. Don't be celebrating. You look stupid in your Facebook posts. You look stupid in your IG posts. Like, look what he's got coming to him now. Like, you're showing your weakness. You're showing that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because Trump is not going to get impeached. And your Facebook posts look stupid. He's not going anywhere. And then if he did go somewhere, you'd have Mike Pence. You didn't win. It's not a win-win scenario for you. Okay? The only way to win is to get a Democrat in the office and the right Democrat. Because getting a Democrat through the primary that is only going to be obliterated by Donald Trump is not a win. So putting Joe Biden in the general is a for sure win for Trump. It might be a for sure win for Trump if you put Liz Warren in there too. You put Elizabeth Warren in there, there's a high probability Donald Trump could win that one too. A high probability. So vote correctly. I'm not telling you how to vote. Just vote correctly. Because so many people are going to be complaining later on if they don't get the right person in there. Well, how'd this happen? Well, why am I still in the city situation? Why this? Why that? It's because you didn't vote correctly. You're voting for people like Pete Buttigieg. The fuck is wrong with you? So, yeah, this just broke, what is it, yesterday? And I just wanted to speak on it really quick. Again, I don't think impeachment's going to happen. I think they're wasting their time. I'm not a Nancy Pelosi fan, but she wasn't pushing for impeachment when the other Dems wanted to. She held her ground and she didn't quite get into it. And I respected her for that. And I said it's a smart move. It's a savvy political move. But now she's all in. She's all in for the impeachment. And all the Dems are completely ignoring the Joe Biden corruption. But I hope in the next debate, they smash him over the head with this corruption that was just discovered. Right? And if you don't know, there was a Joe Biden's son getting $50,000 a month in this whole Ukraine deal he had going on. And when it was going to be investigated, Biden was going to pull a whole bunch of money if they investigated his son, pretty much. On some Trump shit. That sounds like, if I were to describe that situation, this person's son was getting such and such amount of money, and then when it was going to be investigated, his dad was going to pull money from them. That sounds like, if I said who did that, you would say Donald Trump. You would think it was some Donald Trump shit. But no, it was handsy Joe Biden. All right? But we shouldn't be surprised because this whole political system is built on fucking corruption, which is why somebody like a Bernie Sanders wants to pretty much tear it down, right? To its foundation and then start over. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on that. What are your thoughts? Do you think Donald Trump is going to be impeached? Do you think he should be impeached? And how do you feel about Mike Pence running the country? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.